November 2022 marks 100 years since our first scheduled passenger and airmail flight took place. The flight, operated by an Armstrong Whitworth FK8 biplane, was from Charleville to Cloncurry via Longreach, Winton and McKinley. It had our first ever passenger on board from Longreach to Cloncurry, as well as 106 letters to be delivered on behalf of Australia Post, then known as the Postmaster General's Department. To mark the 100-year anniversary, we recreated that original flight on a slightly bigger aircraft, a Q400 turboprop. In Charleville, we packed our mail onto the flight with a plane decked out in commemorative items to mark the occasion and made a short stop for lunch at the Hotel Corones, a place where many important Qantas meetings took place in the early days. The mail had 106 letters, all written by primary school students in Charleville, addressed to their fellow peers over 800 kilometres away in Cloncurry. In between, we made an overnight stop in Longreach, which is the home of the Qantas Founders Museum and the site where the heritage-listed Qantas hangar was built 100 years ago. On this trip we were joined by 6 relatives of our founders, and it was so special to have them on board as we recreated this historic journey. We then made our way to Cloncurry, making sure we gave a wing wave to Winton, the birthplace of Qantas, as we flew by. When we arrived at Cloncurry, the mail was handed over to the students to read all the wonderful tales told by their new Charleville friends. In Cloncurry, we were there to witness the unveiling of a monument to mark one of the most important encounters in Qantas history between Paul McGuinness and Fergus McMaster. The family of Qantas co-founder Sir Hudson Fysh supplied the monument, marking the spot of a chance meeting which turned the plan for an air service, hatched by Fysh and McGuinness, from an idea into a reality by bringing in McMaster's support. From the dusty airstrips of Queensland 100 years ago with 1 passenger and 1 mailbag, we've since grown to become Australia's national carrier, helping millions of passengers a year get safely to their destination and carrying almost 1,000 tonnes of freight a day. We've really come a long way.